Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends, I'm your host, Fightin' Mad, and welcome to
Battle Breakdown!
For this video, I'm bringing you a battle from Superman Space Age, specifically their version of the Justice League versus that version of Braniac. Who will win? Who will lose? Who will fall flat on their face? Let's find out, but first, a little bit more about our contestants. In the left corner, we have the world's greatest heroes, the Justice League. The membership currently consisting of Superman, Hal Jordan, Barry Allen, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and of course, Batman. On the right side, we have Braniac, who is Braniac. As for why this conflict is happening, well, it seems that Braniac wants to destroy the Earth and absorb its resources. What else is new? But this time, he also wants Superman to join him. Naturally, the League says no, but Braniac is kind of feeling generous today. So, his offer for Superman to join him will be valid even after he's kicked their asses. So, let's get right into the fight! Braniac begins with an opening salvo from his spaceship, utterly devastating the Hall of Justice and putting Aquaman out of commission. Hal Jordan is the first one to make his move, blasting an energy beam, but it does not connect with the ship, instead gets deflected by an energy shield. So Hal's ring, it's useless, as he's saying himself. But here's Wonder Woman, she's calling up her invisible jet, and she launches it directly at Brainiac's ship, causing an explosion. Diana is blown clear and caught by Hal. As we see, Aquaman is still out and the Flash is uselessly flailing on the ground. Is this enough for our heroes to deal their first blow? Apparently not, as Brainiac's ship remains unscathed and launches another attack on Superman, who lands next to the Flash. Just as Superman comments on the Flash not being much of a help, Brainiac's ship explodes. How did that happen? Well, for that, we need to take a flashback. So it turns out, while the Justice League and Braniac were debating for the fate of the planet Earth, the Flash got bored and planted a bunch of bombs in Brainiac's ship, leading to the spectacular explosion we see again in front of us. So, is Braniac down for the count? Have the Justice League secured victory? Hal Jordan seems kind of certain of it, so he goes to check. But wait! Oh no! A tentacle has skewered Hal, as it's revealed that Braniac has a smaller craft inside his ship, and he uses the laser beam from that craft to keep our heroes far from him, not letting them to get a blow, especially Superman, who probably would be the most effective one in dealing with him right now. Is this it? Can our heroes make a move at this point? Wait a minute. Do you hear that? Talk about a save at the last minute, folks, as Batman shows up in the Batmobile. Instead of attacking Braniac directly, he uses a grappling line to disorient him, allowing Superman to finally get in close contact with the ship. However, it seems that Braniac was able to even overcome this little bit of chaos as he tosses the Batmobile and Batman aside while blasting Superman with a bunch of lasers. But what's this? It appears that Braniac has left the field. Braniac has forfeited the fight. It's over. Braniac has left the battle. Well, now that the fight's over, let's look at both of our participants and see how well they did. Firstly, we need to talk about the green mean machine himself, Braniac, as he is in fine form throughout this fight. Barely fazed by the Justice League, only tripped up by the Flash and Batman, but overcoming those odds very quickly. And he does deal a casualty to the opposing side, as Hal Jordan is indeed killed by that tentacle. Yes, Aquaman, you should be very ashamed you did not do anything in that fight. Speaking of not doing anything in the fight, the half of the Justice League didn't do much. Green Lantern did get one shot on, didn't do anything, and was stabbed by a tentacle. Wonder Woman flew her invisible jet into Braniac's ship, didn't do anything. The Flash, while being completely useless in the fight, did actually do some pre-fight prep and set off a bunch of bombs, which did do significant damage and blew up Braniac's ship, so points to him. And hey, we talk about Batman being too overpowered, but at least he played it smartly and knew his limits. He went for Braniac's ship with his grappling hook, giving Superman the chance to maybe do something. Unfortunately, talking about the Man of Steel himself, all he did in this fight was mostly get hit by a bunch of lasers. So, Flash, Batman, you did okay. The rest of you, not so much. So, with that being said, the winner of this fight is Braniac, which should come as no surprise. Yes, he did indeed forfeit the battle at the end, but that's because he realized that Superman was more likely to join him if he didn't destroy his planet. Well, the fact that he's a third-level intellect and it took him that long to realize it is pretty much a failing on his part, so he has to take the L kinda there. The Justice League didn't do much. They threw a bunch of vehicles at them. The Flash only kind of did something because he used his speed and his intelligence to destroy his ship, but that was only kind of a lucky shot, and Batman did only manage to distract him for a bit. The League were pretty much just handed their asses, and Hal Jordan was killed. So yeah, Braniac was very comfortably the winner in this one. Well, there goes the battle, and if you want to see more battles broken down like this, let me know down in the comments below. I'm your host, Fighting Mad, and this was
Battle Breakdown.
Whew. Now that my voice is back, thank you all for watching. I just had a weird idea when I was reading Superman Space Age, and I thought this fight was kinda cool and well choreographed, so I decided I wanted to dissect it, and then one thing led to another, and that led to this video. And I had a lot of fun making it, and if you want to see more videos like this, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. But more importantly, let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a specific fight, and I might be able to do it. It was kind of fun doing it, this one. And yeah, only comic book fights, not really anything from the movies or the shows. I do prefer, like, stuff that's on the comic book page as opposed to not. And hey, can you tell who the host's name is a reference to? If you can, let me know in the comments down below.